Alright guys, today I want to talk about perpetual freaking motion machines. Free energy magnetic motors or magnet motors, right? Are they possible? Some say no. I mean, a lot say no, but is it possible? Maybe. Maybe. We're also going to be doing a review on these motors. What am I talking about? These magnets right here in my hand that you guys can see. We've got ceramic magnets. We've got 100 of them to be exact. And they're kind of stacked in each other, with each other like that. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me almost 20 years ago. But before I do, for people that aren't really aware of magnetic motors, right? Free energy magnetic motors. There's a whole Wikipedia page for it, and there's even this little picture which I will show you in depth in a second. But you know, just to quickly talk about it for someone who doesn't know what this is, right? A magnetic motor or a magnet motor or a magnetic motor is a type of perpetual motion machine, all right, which is intended to generate a rotation by means of permanent magnets in a stator or rotor without external energy supply. All right, you're not putting electricity into it to get electricity. You're just basically getting power from nothing. All right. Such a motor is theoretically as well as practically not realizable, apparently, so the experts say. We'll talk about that in a second. The idea of functioning magnetic motors has been promoted by various hobbyists over the years, as you can imagine, right? It can be regarded as parascience. I'm not too sure what that is, but I'm thinking it's something to do with like fake science, fake this, fake that. There are frequent references to free energy and sometimes even links to, I'm not even sure what that word is, but we're going to make it spell for us. Basically, esotericism. Basically, the experts, the very smart scientists in the know reckon that free energy is not something that we'll ever get, all right, especially with a magnet motor. Now, I'm not that way inclined mentally when it comes to going down that path of, that path, okay? Although I will say I think I'm a little smarter than the average person when it comes to certain things like this, but no, I'm not someone with an expertise whatsoever, okay? But come on, we, the human race, we are making strides every goddamn day in science and technology, right? Who's to say what will be possible in 100 years' time, 1,000 years' time, Gosh, the cavemen from thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago could have never imagined what we're doing today. What we're doing today is basically magic. And the kind of magic that you get killed, you get put on the fire for, all right, okay? That's the kind of things that we're doing right now. Just look at my studio. Just look at this. This is magic, okay? So who knows what will be possible at some point. Now, continuing on with this little situation, ceramic magnets, which is what we've got right now, but of course there are neodymium magnets, which are silver and quite a bit stronger, okay? I had ceramic, what would you call them? Magnets? I can't even think of what I'm actually doing a video for. What am I doing a video for? Oh, magnets, that's right. So, yes, here right here, okay, we've got neodymium magnets right here. Now I'm going to zoom down a little, and I got these little ones here that I've bought off eBay. I do have a lot more magnets elsewhere, but anyway, I want to start my story from the start as I open these things up, right? I bought this from my local hardware shop, okay? I was in America, probably 2001. Well, me and my parents, we actually went to America and we were actually in the Shining hotel room that Stephen King wrote the book, The Shining, a bit of the book, The Shining, when September 11th, 2001 happened. And that was our scary moment in that hotel. We experienced no poltergeist activity except for waking up and seeing our TV screen in the hotel room. And that was our experience in that hotel. But it was either that year or 2 years later, because we went back 2004, I think. 2003, 2004, we went back. And I was also on the Jay Leno show in that year. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But it's a true story, right? We actually got a bus from New York City. It was a Greyhound bus from New York City to Los Angeles via Canada, okay? This true story. And I ended up having a bunch of these, well, ceramic magnets on the bus. Now, as you can imagine, you know, this bus is going, you know, from town to town. We just didn't do it in one day. We did this over about a week or two. This was about probably a week and a half we did this, right? Take a look at this, by the way. That's extremely satisfying. Wow. We did this over about a week and a half, and going from town to town via Canada. I think it was Toronto and Niagara Falls and stuff like that. Going from bus to bus, right? There wasn't just one bus. We were doing different buses all the time. Thousands and thousands of kilometers. So, you know, we had no iPads, no iPhones back then. It was just look out the window or think about things, all right? Game Boys. Was Game Boys a thing then? Probably, but, you know, that was shit compared to what we have now. Anyway, I didn't have a Game Boy, but I had these little magnets. And I literally played with these little things on this bus. And I pretty much invented a free energy magnetic motor. Now, none of my friends or my girlfriend probably know about this. This is something that I just talked about with my parents on the trip. And I remember having discussions with my father in Yosemite National Park, with, you know, surrounded by the Half Dome. I don't know, all surrounded by all the mountains, right, and the mountain lions. He was giving me advice about it and everything as well, because he had ideas about that kind of stuff as well. And I literally, well, let me just show you on the thing what I actually thought about, right? There's what we showed you before, and we also showed you guys that. We'll show you that in a second, but my idea consisted of a rat trap, not a rat trap, a rat wheel or a mouse wheel, an exercise wheel for those animals, right? It was, I didn't know at the time, but basically I had invented a V-gate magnet motor. It was different from the normal V-gate motors that you may have seen online, but this is essentially what I dreamt of 20 years ago, 2001 or 2004, roughly is when we did the bus tour from New York to Los Angeles via Canada. But yeah, I was doing a lot of thinking, and I thought, yeah, let's have a rat trap. I keep saying the right word, rat trap, but let's have a rat wheel, and literally put these magnets. Where are we? Hang on. Let's put these magnets around the actual thing, right? I'm going to zoom in a little more. And let's put them around, right? And obviously, okay, we'll keep it like that for a second. So we'll keep it like that. And we'll grab another one. And we'll do the whole repelly thing. So this is obviously attracting. Yep, that's 100% attracting. But this is pushing, all right? This is 100%, whoa. That is 100% trying to push it away, right? If I can do it. Oh no, I didn't do it, but we're filming videos live here every week, guys, multiple times a week, okay? It's live, mostly unedited, mostly, all right? But yeah, I basically thought about putting the magnets along this thing in a row, but kind of off center, okay? And yeah, this has, I wouldn't say recently, but over the past 10 years, it's become a huge phenomenon online, especially YouTube and other websites, where they talk about free energy magnetic motors and how to get these things working. And, you know, there are so many people with these ideas, including me. You know, 20 years ago, I was 21, 18 or 21. I don't know, I'm 35 now, but whatever that was 20 years ago. Think about it, okay? I was that age then. I'm clearly not a mathematician, okay? I've just proven my goddamn point there. But to think back on it now, like, wow, I was actually thinking about that shit back then. And I don't believe I had any prior influence in that hobby situation, in that you know, conversation of free energy. I might have heard about it a few times, yes, but there wasn't really any designs shown to me, or, you know, the internet was in its infancy back then. I don't remember ever seeing anything like that. But I basically invented one of these things. And yeah, it's a little different from my original thought. But I just found it really, really interesting. So we're going to play with some more magnets, because that's what you guys came here to see, right? Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out a little and put them all together like that. Now, over the years, since that happened, I have watched a lot of YouTube videos regarding the subject. I kind of go through these phases, right? A phase where I'm kind of into it, and then I'm not into it, and then I'm into it, and then I'm not into it, right? I think we all go through that phase at some point. Maybe not magnetic Maybe not free energy, but we all kind of go through a phase like that, right, at some point. Gosh, these are so hard to keep apart. I got to maybe space them out more. But oh, how do I pronounce it? How do I say it? I believe that if we really try, we may find something that we currently don't know. I mean, that's what science is about, right? Just doing experiments and then redoing them until you get the same results. And then you've invented something different. You've invented something new, right? That's like, wow, this is actually working, right? I mean, the phones in our pockets, the touch phones in our pockets, right? Who would have ever thought? I mean, if you're old enough to remember a time where there wasn't smartphones everywhere and iPads everywhere, like, wow, what a time to be alive, right? So I'm going to zoom in a little more. Now, I will be making more videos about the subject at some point, but at the moment, we're just doing a simple little fun video like this, right? Now, these ceramic magnets, they tend to get really messy on your fingers. My fingers have gone a little black now, like I'm, you know, down in the coal mines, you know. I actually have 3 birds in my studio. Pretend we've got a canary in a cage, okay, tweeting. And if they stop tweeting, it's time to get out of the goddamn cave, because otherwise we're all going to suffocate. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to zoom out a little more, and we're going to see what this can do. I'm just going to throw this in the middle, and just, yeah? Are you ready, everybody? Let's do it, okay? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's give it some more. Let's give some more energy to the situation. Wow, that is satisfying. Wow, in a big roll. That's awesome. So, the law of thermodynamics, which states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. The first law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation of energy, states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy can only be transferred or changed from one form to another. Now look, as you guys know, I'm not a scientist. I'm not into those, you know, deep thoughts of the universe. Hang on, where's that button? Hang on. Big fan of the X-Files, actually, but anyway. I wasn't really keen when, what's his name, the guy from Liquid Metal Man terminated to Robert Patrick. When he came into the X-Files, I don't think anyone was a fan of that, but I've kind of come to appreciate the show as the years have gone by, that yes, it was kind of cool regardless, even though Mulder was missing, but he came back. He was abducted, but he came back, all right? So, what else did I want to show you guys before we leave? I don't really know. This is just kind of a spur of the moment thing. Now look, I will be making more videos about this subject at some point. I actually have an idea that I've written down in paper form that I will be probably showing you guys, actually. I will be showing you guys. It basically looks like this. And it's a version of my idea that I thought of almost 20 years ago. Just randomly on a bus, seeing the scenery go by at nighttime and daytime and nighttime, city to city, from LA to New York, Canada, all right? I will be showing you my idea that looks like this, plus it has 21st century improvements, right? Well, the idea did come originally from the 21st century, but anyway, it's got 2022 improvements. Let me just put it that way, okay? So if you guys want to really see that at some point, you know, give us a like and subscribe, okay, guys? We're making videos. We used to make videos here every week, every day of the week, but now we just make for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We talk about technology and unboxing reviews and stuff like that. And I do follow a couple of YouTube channels that talk about magnets and energy and stuff like that. And I probably, like I said, when I do make another video, I will be linking all my knowledge and all of my recommendations for you guys to watch on that video. So guys, we're on 2 different channels, 2 and 1, where we make videos around the world, okay? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, @TallBoyGareth. Give us a like and subscribe. I hope you guys really liked the video. To the average viewer, it's probably boring as hell, but yeah, whatever, okay? I've been told, my name's Gareth, and I know I'll love you and leave you. See you soon. Bye.